What does high score mean? New high score, is that bad? What does that mean? Should I break it?
Hello everyone and welcome to Veteran Gaming Raid Shadow Legends. I am Aaron. Today we're going to do a little fun video in Raid because Valentine's Day is just around the corner. So I want to go ahead and highlight some of the most visually pleasing champions inside the game that I absolutely love. And this is a very shallow love, right? This is judging a book by the cover. I'm not talking about how good they are in the game whatsoever. I'm just talking about visually pleasing models for whatever reason, and I'm going to go through each faction and just highlight one. If you have one from a faction that you absolutely love, make sure you put it in the comments section down below to let everybody know who is your crush this Valentine's Day. If you're new to Raid or want to get involved in Raid, make sure you click the links down below. Scan the QR code on the screen. You'll get some goodies if you want to start playing with me. It helps support the channel. It's a win-win for everybody, so make sure you check that out. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through the index here, one after another, highlighting one champion, and we're going to start with the Bannerlords. And for the Bannerlords, I'm talking about Manaya, the legendary support hero. I think this model is absolutely outstanding. It's the little details, right? On the sword there, she's got her roses on the handguard. She's got her rose on the dagger, and she even has the rose headband to keep her hair out of her eyes when she's fighting. I love the theme that portrays throughout the whole model. She's got a real piratey vibe going on. She's got the tiny useless cape with the little heart on there too. Again, for Valentine's Day. Thanks, Manaya. And just an overall really outstanding model. I think she's phenomenal. So that's for the Bannerlords. I'm going with Manaya. Although a close second is the Saltus Dragonbane. Saltus Dragonbane is such a cool hero. Got the armor that's really dragon-like. The great cape. Anyway, he's my honorable mention. Let's go ahead and move on. Looking at the High Elves next, I think I'm going to go with Supreme Elhain here. I think her model is really, really cool. Anytime you have lightning and a bow, that's always a good thing. I love her eyes and the face guard that she has with the giant wings coming out the side, the gold chains linked into her hair, the braids. I think that all looks really, really cool. I actually really love how one shoulder guard has the sharp spikes on it. The other one just has feathers, kind of a dual nature where, you know, she's a high elf, so she's refined, but she can also hit you up with the lightning bow. The cape is great. I think the whole model works really, really well together. Again, the eyes, the face, the hair, it's all done really, really well. Love checking out Supreme Elhain. All right, next we're going to bounce over into the Sacred Order, and for me, it's got to be Astralon. This dude looks incredible. Giant wings, the whole red, silver theme, intricate detail on the print, on the chest plate there. The helmet is so cool with the feather theme that goes into actual feathers. Just a really, really cool model here in pretty much every way. The dual swords really work. The armor. He's even got his little toes down there. Who doesn't want to fight in open-toed shoes and sandals? I mean, it's just a cool, cool model. The helmet really gets it for me. Such a cool design. It's really nice to take an appreciation for the work done on these models. So yeah, Astralon wins it for me. Although honorable mention to the most ridiculous outfit. Where is she? She's an epic. Carlina, what is that? Why do we have candles on our head? Just ridiculous. You get the complete opposite end of the spectrum. That's just nonsense. All right, let's talk about some barbarians. All right, in the Barbarians, I'm actually going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to talk about two. And the first is Syl of the Drakes. Again, the helmet is just so cool. Really well done. Hair flowing out the back. I love the helmet. She's got great abs there. I mean, if my abs look like that, I'd never wear a shirt either, so I don't blame her on that. The weapon is really cool. I actually love how they put, like, the grip down the haft of the weapon there. Really, really cool design. She's got the spiky hide heel that has like the claw feet on them. Just really cool design there too. So I love Syl of the Drakes. Really, really cool look. And then the second is the Sky Touch Shaman. And one of the reasons I really like this one is it's kind of simplistic, but also if you like think of a barbarian, right? all the shamans would have like a crazy headdress, and that would kind of mark them out as a shaman. So I love that she has a very elaborate headpiece there, but at the same time, like, she's a support hero. She's not in armor, which I think is actually really well done by Raid. Like, why would she be in armor if she's a support champion? It kind of makes sense. She's the shaman. She's just for show. So she's got some daggers there, but nobody really cares about them. She's all about the tattoos, the elaborate headdress, the feathers. It just screams to me of an actual shaman. So I love what they did there with the Sky Touch shaman. I think that's a really, really cool, simple yet effective design for a shaman from the Barbarians. All right, let's take a look at the Ogren tribes. And for me, the Ogren tribes is actually a pretty easy one, and it's Togron the Conjoined. The model on this dude is crazy. Who thought to have a conjoined twin head on a model? And his crown is like forks and spoons. And this is the best animation. Look at that. He feeds the other head and then it bites him. Just hilarious. His weapon is a giant spoon with spikes on it. He's carrying his food around with him, again, with utensils ready to eat it. Just a hilarious model that I think is really, really well done. Just, if you talk about like a freakish Ogren tribe hero, this just screams it to me, and the whole extra head just really sells it. A great model. I love watching him. So that's an easy one for me for the Ogren tribes. He is super cool. All right, let's go with the Lizardman. All right, for the Lizardman, I'm going to go with Vergamkar, the legendary support hero. There's a lot to talk about in this model, so we're going to kind of scroll around his massive model here to talk about it. First of all, he's got the nice giant nose ring there. Really cool coloring on him. I love how he's carrying swords and shields on both sides because he is a support hero. He's also got the giant kegs or whatever going on there. The war horn. Just really, really cool that the support hero is bringing in equipment for the other heroes. It's a nice little touch. He's also so pudgy. Parts of him are dragging on the ground. Get out of here, tournament. Parts of him are dragging on the ground, which is hilarious, but he's still got some chainmail to protect him down there. He's got a nice giant, it's kind of hard to show back there, like the ankylosaur tail model back there. Really cool. Giant horns on the front. Just a fun, again, fun model to look at. Really wrapped in the support element by bringing some equipment for other heroes, and you got to always have the keg with a saddlebag. I hope that's full of like cups, because you never know when you need to take a brew real quick. So really, really cool model here for Vergamkar, the giant, and I do mean giant, real fat lizard man. So I love some Vergamkar. Skinwalkers. No, I know Skinwalkers aren't one of the stronger factions in the game, but their models are amazing. So I'm going to cheat here and again highlight a couple I'm in love with. Nishak Vermin Lord. Such a cool model. I mean, if you're picturing the Rat King, that's probably about what you're picturing. Love all the rats going along the back of the cloak. Really, really cool definition. Really cool design. Nishak is super cool. The next one I want to talk about here, Samson the Masher, the gorilla. I love how he has a maul, just pure brute force, right? But main weapons here are just fist weapons, because that's what you think of when you think of a gorilla, right? Just absolute smash. Really cool design. Love how they gave him some horns there, so he's even a little bit scarier. The maul is really cool. Just a great design overall. And then the final one I'll kind of highlight from here, just because I think it's a crazy cool one too, is the Hippo. Hulfariz the Tusked. Cool design on him. I'm not sure about the weapon, but in general, just a really great job with the Hippo. I absolutely love looking at him. I love how they gave him some face decoration. Reminds me of the Bad King in 300. Really cool design on him. So a couple Skinwalkers, I know that's cheating, but I'm in love with a lot of the models. They did such a good job on so many of these models. I mean, you could click for days. Cleopteryx, really cool design. I love how Ragash has the scars over those eyes. They did a good job keeping the weapons comparable to the animals, right? Like he's got claw weapons because he's a tiger. It just makes sense. Great. I don't think they're a strong faction in the game, but great job with the models. All right, here we go. Orcs. Orcs is another pretty easy call for me because this dude is just nuts. Duck the Pierced. Super cool for so many reasons. First of all, the grin. He's clearly a psychopath. Especially because his helmet just has a blade on it and no spots for eyes. So this dude's going into combat with just a grin and not a whole lot of clue of what's going on. He's also taken a skeleton and wrapped it and attached it to the shield, which, I mean, if you see this dude coming at you, he is terrifying. Also, giant blades right above his groin. What is he doing? Like hip thrust attacking? Like, this dude is just a nightmare. If you saw him running at you on the battlefield, you'd be like, all right, well, I'm going to go anywhere else. This dude is crazy. He's going to hurt as many of his friends as the enemy, but like, he doesn't care, clearly. He's got that psychopath grin going on. I think Duck the Pierced is just really, really, really cool. The skeleton's hilarious on the shield. I wish they would have done something a little more with the weapon maybe, but I also kind of like the fact that it's very basic and they were just like, yeah, give this dude anything. He's a psycho. He's not going to make it. He can't even see what's going on in battle. He's got tiny like staples as ear piercings. Always good. Not a lot of money in his family. He's got some staples, but just a really, really cool design. Love Duck the Pierce. All right, what do we got next here? Let's talk about some demon spawn. For the demon spawn here, I think I'm going to go with Sissia Flametongue. They have a bunch of cool models too. But Sissia Flametongue, when you think of demon spawn, I mean, this has got to be about what you're thinking of, right? The fiery wings, the fiery blade, really cool coloring that makes you think of, you know, volcano, demons, hell, that kind of picturesque image comes to your mind. A great, great, great demon horn headpiece here on the fire also. Just, I mean, when you think of demon, this has got to be about what you think of. The tail is phenomenal. Got like hooves in your feet in your high heels there, but got a nice little sharp point on them too, so you can use your high heels as weapons. Both fashionable and effective. Really cool design though. Great skulls on the shoulder there, little demon skulls. Really, really, really cool design. Sissia Flametongue, when you think of demon spawn, that's just, you think of Sissia. She looks cool. On to the Undead Hordes. For the Undead Hordes, I think I'm actually going to go with Bad El Khazar. Really cool model here. He's got the hood, he's got the glowing eyes, skulls with crowns, the very elaborate head slash back piece here. I like the glowing glyphs going down from the headpiece. It all links together really, really nicely. It's not over elaborately done, but it is done really, really well. And then the weapon is just so cool. It's got the skeleton, but the Reaper blade is actually coming out of the skeleton's mouth, and the backbone is all put into the weapon also. And I like how the skeleton actually has a crown, right? Like that's an important person that he's now just carrying around as his weapon. Really, really cool. As far as undead hordes go, not smiling. I think the whole model just works really well. Crazy cool design. Alright, who else we got? Let's go into Dark Elves. For Dark Elves, we're going to talk about the epic champion, Madame Serris. Love me some Madame Serris. Such a cool design. Love the giant witch hat. Really cool coloring on it. I love the stripes. She got the vials strapped to her leg. Really cool design all across the board. And she has some really cool skins too, actually. Got the blood veil here. Kind of cool with the armor. Two-tone coloring. Just well done. Got the flowers there. Flowers up in the hat. Flower on the staff. Again, linking all the elements design. And then the Hellbirth skin. A little bit more demon-y, if you're into that, but really cool. And then the weapon, especially love this. It's got the kind of Eye of Sauron looking weapon on it, and it's right behind my head, so you guys can't see that. So let's move that so you can actually see. There we go. There's the Eye of Sauron. Just a cool staff. Cool hat. I love how she's always got something like swirling around her. She's got the bats on the classic. Just a really cool design. Love what they did with Madame Serris. Very unique, too. You don't see a lot of the heroes with like the giant hats, headpieces like that. Kind of simple, but just a beautiful design. Absolutely love some Madame Serris. Alright, Knights Revenant. For the Knights Revenant, I think I'm going to cheat a tiny bit again and check out two epics here. First of all, Miscreated Monster, just because I think he's done so well. right? I mean, you got the electricity theme from creating the monster. Simple weapon. I love the face on it. He's got the bolts coming out the neck. I just think the miscreated monster, for what he was intended to be, is a really, really cool design. And he's just fun. He's a really strong champion in the game too, which doesn't hurt, but he's really cool. But I think visually, the one I love the most is Malekith Bloodflock here. He is something else. I mean, the staff is crazy cool. The feathers not only coming out of the neck, but then going down in the shoulders and the cape. Really just a great design. Got the bird right there kind of on his hip on both sides. Just when you look at this dude, I mean, just immediately go, holy cow, that's awesome. Even down to the tattoos, right? Like he's got feather tattoo style across his chest. The coloring, everything about Malekith is just really, really cool to check out. So a shout out to Miscreated Monster, but I think Malekith visually I love a little bit more. Really great design. Moving on into the dwarves. I swear as we're going through this gets harder and harder. Dwarves I'm gonna kind of highlight too again. First of all, I think second place is gonna come into the Mountain King. This dude's super cool. He's got the giant ram's horn helmet, like kind of a Lord of the Rings vibe for me a little bit here. Really ornate armor, the great weapon. The ram's horns going again across his shoulders. Just a really, really cool design. Mountain King, super cool. But for me, it's Trunda. This girl's got my heart. I mean, the hair is wild. The helmet slash face piece is just ridiculous. The hammer, but most importantly, like, this girl is not skipping the gym. She is jacked. Giant arms, clearly not skipping leg day either. I mean, those thunder thighs, what does she squat? 500-600 pounds? She's an absolute monster. Just a cool design. The tattoo on the back, really great. I think everything about Trunda is just fantastic. She is a serious power lifter. Really, really cool. I'd take her out to dinner. I'd be terrified the whole time, but I would for sure take her out to dinner. Alright, Shadowkin. The Shadowkin have some really cool designs. I mean, Mishinaki, really unique with the flaming skull. You got Toragi, the frog, of course, who is just a ridiculous design. Really crazy. But for me, the one I'm in love with for this Valentine's Day is Yumiko. She is super cool. Again, not the most elaborate, just a really, really well done model. The face is great with the little hair designs, the crown. Just really cool. The tail is phenomenal. Just adds a little bit. I don't know why that one's not on Blue Fire, but that one, I guess, wasn't cool enough. I don't know. She's got the little blossom back there with her blades sticking out ready to go. The long fingernails. I just think she's a really cool design. She also has the feet down there that have some nails sticking out. Kind of hard to tell on your screen, but really cool design. Love Yumiko. Just if you hear Shadowkin kind of and you're feeling this Asian concept, I think she really, really crushes it. Really well done for the Shadowkin and fun to look at. And the last but not least, the Sylvan Watchers. And in the Sylvan Watchers, I got a highlight too, again, that I absolutely love. First of all, Feral the Barkhorn. Dude's an ent. Look at this tree. So cool. Not sure what the heart, with the wreath, with the bells is all about, but really well done. Very intricate. Got another bell there. It just works. The whole thing is just cool to look at. I love the face where you can't see the mouth. Get out of here, tournament. Really cool. And then second is definitely Dudan the Runic. What a cool design. Got the glowing skulls in behind. Just the animal skull as a face. Got the rock and the tree elements tied in really well together. The glowing runes on the back. Crazy cool. This dude is massive and just fun to look at. Really cool. Really well done, Dudan. Alright, so there we go. There are the heroes that I love looking at from every single faction through the game. Please let me know who you guys absolutely love in the comment section down below. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, Please give me that like and the subscribe. Let's grow this channel together. Let's have some fun playing Raid. If you're new to it, remember, check the links down below. You'll get some free goodies from downloading it. If you enjoy the video, please give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss upcoming content. And as always, have fun. Good luck.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.